Hello.
Hello. Roosters. Crows.
Don't fall off your bike.
Cats. Oh!
Oh!
Hey, welcome to What the Fuck Sutter.
Whoa!
Whoa! We're on the road. Little bike trip.
I'm holding the camera.
Katie Lou holding the camera, and we'll answer a couple questions. We're on a little production hiatus. Katie's taking some downtime. I'm joining her for a few days before I go back with the writers. Where are we at? We just finished shooting episode 7. Episode 8 is written and prepped. I'm finishing my draft, supposedly, of episode 9. Episode 10 is a draft of episode, Charles is doing a draft of episode 10, and episode 11 is, we broke episode 11. So we'll come back next week and jump into breaking the last 2 episodes of season 6. Happened so fast. That's it. No other, not really any other news. Premiere date has been set, September 10th. Promos are running. The thing we did at Comic-Con is
Here comes somebody.
is running, and that's it. We'll jump into the questions.
Question for you is, how do you come up with the twists and the turns and the leave us hanging type of material? Does that come from past experiences? Does that just come from imagination? Where do those get inspired from or by? Thank you so much. Looking forward to watching the new season.
Okay, Dana from Houston, Texas. How do I come up with all the twists and turns and the leave them hanging kind of material? It's my mandate to the writers is always push the boundaries of organic storytelling. We kind of run right up to the line of absurdity, black humor, the realism of the world. We kind of run right up to that line all the time, and hopefully never cross it. But it's always about how do we do something new? How do we do something original? I don't want to ever really see something that I've seen before in another show. That guy was clearly in a hurry. Not thrilled that I'm on the bike trail talking on my phone. So I'm going to let Katie answer the second half of this question. So the second half of this question was really about, basically she wants to know, how fucked up am I?
Well, this is what I'll say. This may not be what he wants you to hear. He's really sweet.
Don't tell them that.
He's super sweet.
Don't tell them that.
But he's also really fucked up.
There you go.
In a very sweet way. But you know what?
Oops. Shooting a movie. Go, go.
Go ahead. Anyway, that guy was almost in our movie.
Yeah, he was in our movie.
He was in our movie.
He's in our movie.
My husband is the most kind and loving and sweetheart husband. And then he also, he has this dark side that I think he works out through his work.
Yeah.
That's what I would say about it.
Tell them about the bodies in the backyard.
No bodies.
Fucking me up here.
Those are just in your mind.
Right.
He spends a lot of time in his head. When he comes out, nice.
You look very sweet in your hat, by the way.
I do.
Yeah.
is, did you know how long you wanted the series to go, or have you been just going along with it every season to see where it would take you?
I've talked about this a great deal. I think that it's always been the plan to try to go 7 seasons if we were lucky enough to get that long of a run. I know 7 in terms of a goal because on the Shield we had 7 seasons, and I just knew that at 7 seasons, that's when the model, the production model itself, starts to run down, meaning the cost of the show becomes greater than the revenue it generates. And unfortunately, that's a cold reality in terms of doing TV. So I knew if I could. I knew I could tell the story I wanted to tell in 7 seasons, and so I've sort of modeled the mythology and the big story arcs with that in mind. In terms of how did I figure that out, I always knew where I wanted the mythology to go. I always sort of had a sense of how I wanted the show to end, and then I have a great team of writers who, from week to week, help me generate these episodes. So after a while, the show kind of takes on a life of its own, and has its own momentum. And then at that point, it's really my job to just keep steering it in the right direction, hitting the mile markers at different places during the run of the series. So big events happen that then take us to the next big event. If I like to look at it in terms of going back to my pretentious Shakespearean model, but if you look at Hamlet and you look at it in terms of being 3 acts, that we are now entering the 3rd act. So we've set up the things that we've created these big story arcs that led to this season, and we will see the ramifications of that play out this season, and then we will lay what I hope to be, the final set of circumstances that bring us to a conclusion. Riding behind my wife. My wife. The ass of a 19-year-old.
Oh.
How fantastic is that? Huh? I'm a lucky fucking guy.